I win in alhamdulillah. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Sharek, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Lose you bent and I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush, more vacays.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Dak going to start out going to the air. That one caught downfield. It's Hooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The Cowboys hit 12-1 now to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Well, this defense for the Giants, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott on the left side. Gallup's got it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fourth down, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, Elliott.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. They go to Elliott again. And he's got some space here. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Elliott. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Elliott will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
So 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. To throw is Price. Throwing to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Price. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have the Giants 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ballgame.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Price. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Price. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Price. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 112 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a 1st down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Big strides, look at him go. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw again. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. T.J. Watt, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Gano's kick is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And Prescott, his third interception. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's Price. Going to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Running with Elliott, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Price. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Price. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Gano's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Prescott on first down. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Elijah Moore, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Price. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. Prescott now. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be past him.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position. That's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
To throw, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. The kick by Marr is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. It's his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Barkley, inside handoff. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 57 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Now Price throwing on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
The Cowboys make over the first game at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brand, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Giants, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Nah, flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my